Hi, good morning, and welcome to our meditation. We have been meditating on grace, wisdom, and words since last year. And you can find all these daily meditations on our channel, the channel of the Basque Coast Baptist Church here in the French Basque Coast. So I would like to read it today in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Peter is going to give us an interesting exhortation on 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. All your anxiety, because we go through terrible times here on earth. Sometimes, and I would say most of the time, life is not an easy river, as we say in French. It's not easy always to navigate on life. And we think we can control everything. We can control our own lives, but we can't. And when death knocks at our door, we will realize that we cannot control anything at all. So God is encouraging us today to trust in him, to put our trust in him. But before we can do so, we need to humble ourselves. And that's what Peter says in the same chapter we just read, and in the previous verse. He says in verse 6, humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Humble yourselves. So it is to consider that God is the King of Kings, he's the Lord, and we are his servants, his children, of course. Not as slave in the sense that we have in our cultures, but it is in the sense that we belong to him. He is our master. He is the one who will guide us through life. Humble yourself. Consider who God really is. And then you can cast all your anxiety on him. But before we can do so, we need to humble ourselves. And that's our problem. We want to control everything when we know that we cannot control anything at all. David says in Psalm 55, verse 22, cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. He will never let the righteous be shaken. It doesn't mean that the righteous person won't to go through persecution. The book of Hebrews in chapter 11 tells us another story. Some people cut in half. Some people were hungry. Some people lived in caves because they were righteous. But what means here is that even though you go through a time of tribulation, God is not going to let you shaken if you trust in him. He'll give you the strength to go through that terrible time. If we call those people who cut in half heroes, it's not because they survived the persecution. It's because they kept on serving the Lord, though they went through a terrible time in their lives. That's what it means here, to not to be shaken. It is to stand where God has planted you, where God has put you. But to do so, you have to cast your cares on him and let him take care of you. Because he has taken on him, on the cross, all your cares, the suffering, the tears. Death itself has been crucified with Christ, Romans chapter 6. And now we are living a new life with Christ. So today, tomorrow, every day, we have to cast our cares on him and let him look after us, because that's what he has come down here for, to look after us, to give us eternal life, to walk with us as we live in this world. God bless you.